Okay, well, first of all, a big thank you to Stephen Tobolowski. His stories remain among the best in the business. And speaking of that asshole, my cat, Margaux, the fat guy, it's a girl. It's a long story why she's called that. The point is, she's had a little brush with fame herself. And that brings us to a new segment that I think is just going to take podcasting by storm. And it's called I Was There, Mew. Margaux, the fat guy, thank you for coming on I Was There Too. This is a huge pleasure for me to have you. Well, that brings up a good point. What was it like being on Drunk History? Do you have any connection to Watergate, or how does that work? He does. And did you have anything to drink? Sorry, I didn't mean to imply anything. Now, I read this online, so I never know if it's true, but apparently when your owner in Drunk History says where you gotta be, and you get up and run away, he called you an unsavory name, and they cut that out of the original airing. Do you care to say what it is that he called you? That's not nice. Now, you're a plus-size cat model, right? That's fair to say. That you're the fattest thing that's ever lived. And you're good with that? Well, it does seem like you wouldn't have it any other way, because you sure don't let anyone rest until you're fed at all times during the day. Say again? I see. What are you working on right now? Wow. Now, I've heard it said that Maine Coons are one of the most vocal breeds that... Oh, sorry. I hadn't finished. I'd heard it said that Maine Coons... Yes, thank you. Maine Coons are the most vocal breed. Do you care to comment? Thank you. Okay, thank you. So even though it sounds like you're in distress, that's just an evolutionary thing where you guys were domesticated to the point where you sort of passed down this trait that if you sounded like a baby, that humans would respond to you more? And do you find that works? So you're not distressed right now. Like, this is just your normal speaking voice. And that doesn't drive your owners absolutely bonkers? Oh, it does. Well, I mean, I have to hand it to you. That's brilliant. It tugs at my heartstrings. God, you're fat. Sorry. And where can people find you? I heard that you had your own Instagram hashtag. Is that right? Now, it's Margaux with an AUX, like Margot Hemingway. And you were named that way because your owners wanted to think of the most pretentious name possible to fit your personality? That is true? Huh. And so the hashtag is Margaux the Fat Guy. AUX Margaux. And you have a sub hashtag, right, called Margaux at the Movies, still Margaux with an AUX? And that's pictures of you in compositions similar to great shots in cinema history, is that right? Uh-huh. Now, is there anything you want to plug? Are you a big fat man? Margaux the Fat Guy, I can't thank you enough for coming. Okay. I can't... You're a beautiful fat asshole. Goodbye. I was there, Mew. Well, that's it for this fortnight's episode of I Was There Too. My thanks to Paul Scheer for setting me up with Stephen Tobolowski, and just for his sunny existence in the first place. This podcast comes out every other Wednesday. If you know of some guest that you can connect me to that would be perfect for this show, email me at iwasthere2pod@gmail.com. You can find me at Twitter, at Matt Gourley, Gourley, and again, on Instagram. You can see beautiful pictures of a demon cat. Good night. Pop.
Pop? Pop.
Pop, 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 pop. Wolf Pop is part of Midroll Media, executive produced by Adam Sachs, Matt Gourley, and Paul Scheer.
Then put your little hand in mine.
Wake up, everybody. There's a podcast to do, and a legend to talk about. As the story goes, in the late 1880s, some friends in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania went out into the woods on Candlemas Day to look for groundhogs. Why they were looking for groundhogs for Candlemas Day? That's none of your business. Keep out of my woods, government. This outing became a tradition, and a local newspaper editor called